1% of dudes rapping, they ain't nice as me. 98% ain't live the same type of life as me. The judge gave me life and then they sent me where the life is be. That level 4 with depth and vice, the type of stuff they like to see. Two choices, fight or flee. I refuse to die a chump. I never been a mark, but damn, it's scary when that riot jump. I seen dudes cry, get punked, and some sexually brutalized. Knew a dude who lost his life and he was only doing 5 year-long racial fights when homie all you do is ride. Lonely days and nights up in a hole causing suicide. From the moment you arrive, you see the Mexican mafia, AB skinheads with big giant swastikas, pro-black philosophers, the BGF, the Kumi, and Muslims who will murk you from the nation to the Sunni. That MS was loony, quick to ride up on they rival. Even Christians went to church, hide knives up in a Bible. Political and tribal, the Crips and Damus, the Long Beach, the Hubs and the Dubs and the Grooves, the IE, the Bakersfield, the Dago Pyrus, the Hustlers quick to roll, the gangsters gon' move. Whatever click you choose, you better.
Say what's cracking, YouTube? It's your boy 16 to life, and I'm back like I'm on a parole violation. Yard down. Now, for those of y'all new to my page, in 1994, I got arrested. I was eventually sentenced to 16 years plus life, and I served 24 years straight in the California prison system. During those times, I accumulated some good stories. I'm going to share one with y'all today. If you happen to like this story, be sure to hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, hit that notification bell. That way, anytime I drop a story, you will be notified ASAP Rocky, and you can hop on it whenever you're ready. Now, actually, today, this is going to be one of my Montana stories. For those of you guys that's been keeping up with my stories or been tapping in with my page, you guys know that I started going to Billings, Montana, like 1989. And like I always say, man, surprisingly enough, there was a decent amount of black people up there to feel comfortable. You know, you had a lot of pimps out there from Rockford, Illinois, Milwaukee, some from Oakland, you know, Georgia. So there was, there was definitely a decent amount of black people up there. And also they had 2 colleges up there, Rocky and Eastern. And so you had a lot of blacks who came for scholarships and end up staying some type of way. Actually, that's how we had made it up there. My uncle had got a scholarship up there a long time ago to play football. And then his sister, which is my aunt, had moved out there. Her kids was out there. We would go out there to visit. And periodically, they'd come down to Cali. One time they came to Cali, I hopped in the car with my cousin and rode back out there with them. And that's how I got to Billings, Montana. So this particular time, I had been out there maybe about 2 years, 2.5 years, somewhere around there, 3 years. I'm out there hustling, serving, man, selling cocaine. The money out there was exponentially higher than selling drugs in California. One good thing about Billings, Montana, in terms of drugs, it's literally in the middle of nowhere, So 1 second, a lot of people may have drugs. 1 second, nobody had them. And so, what I was out there selling was powdered cocaine. Sometimes I would rock it up and sell it like that. But a lot of times I would just leave it in the powder form because you had people who could snort it, people who could shoot it and smoke it, if I left it in the powder form. So, yeah. So one of my homegirls used to go out there with me too. I'm not going to mention her name. Now she's doing real good. And so I don't want to mention her name. That might be something that she may not want out there. But on this particular story, she had came out there with me. She would come out there periodically, stay a week or two, hustle, stack her some bread, go home with, 15, 20,000, whatever, So now at this particular time, I'm chilling at the arcade bar. The arcade bar is a bar where a lot of the pimps, the players, the hustlers, we would hang out at, shoot dice, shoot pool, serve, whatever. And so on this particular night, I'm there at the arcade bar. Now, like I said, my homegirl is out there with me. So I had left my car with her, and I don't know, maybe she had dropped me off at the bar or something and went home to shower or whatever, relax or whatever. I can't quite remember. I just know that my car was there with her. And so, I'm in there chilling. I remember me and my boy Fox, we hanging out, just chopping it up, laughing or whatever, talking and stuff. Fox was a pimp dude who I'd met out there from Georgia, real funny dude. He was a pimp as well as a pickpocket. And so all of a sudden my page would go off, will vibrate. So I grab it, hit the button. I had a pager where people could leave basically like a voicemail up on there. So it was my homegirl. She was telling me to when I got a chance, hurry up and come back. It sounded like somebody had just shot the house up. I'm like, what? Yeah, she said, yeah, she was in there laying in the bed and it sounded like somebody had shot up in the house or whatever. So, I get at my boy, tell Fox I need a ride. What chilling? You say what? You man, come on, man. Where you need to go, man. So I told him, yeah, man, sound like, my homegirl said somebody shot the house up or whatever. So he drive me to the house, drop me off. I go up in there. She said, yeah, she was laying in the bed. She heard all these noises, sound like somebody was shooting the house up. So at this time, it's late. I don't know how late it was, maybe 10, 11, somewhere around there. But so I go get a flashlight. I go outside, stand in front of the house. Well, actually, me and my brother, we was living in a duplex, upstairs, downstairs, 3-bedroom, a duplex, real cool side of town. And my brother didn't sell drugs. My brother was, he lived the square life. Actually, at one time when I used to be out on the block selling dope in Bannon, my brother was a police exploiter. He had ambitions and aspirations to be a police officer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out there. Sometimes he may ride past with the police in the police car doing the ride along. Dude, my homie's looking at me all crazy, like, damn, chill, what's up with your brother? But I said, hey, that's what he wanted to do. So anyway, my brother had ended up moving out to Montana about a year after I was out there. And we was living in a duplex. So actually, when he moved out there, he just transferred his job. He moved out there around the age of 19, maybe 20. He was already the manager of Taco Bell. So he just got his job transferred out there. So he had been working, wasn't involved in any negative activity. So of course, the first thing I'm thinking that is, the house being shot up definitely had something to do with me. Even though, I wasn't into it with nobody. I didn't have no problems. I always gave everybody what they were supposed to get. So I was really baffled. So like I said, I ended up getting a flashlight, going outside, turning the flashlight on. And sure enough, it was about 5 or 6 bullet holes up in the house. So like I say now, I'm extremely baffled. I'm like, dang, who would shoot the house up? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I always done good business. Served everybody fat, never put no cut on the stuff or whatever. So I'm like, now I'm puzzled, I'm really trying to figure out, and so, I think we may have asked a neighbor or two if anybody saw anything, didn't nobody see anything. And so, yeah, he was trying to figure that out. A couple of days later, maybe 3 or 4 days, my brother come telling me he found out who shot the house up. So I'm like, damn, is that right? Who was it? So some girl that he had knew and was messing with told him that this other girl he had messed with, her boyfriend shot the house up. And so for the purposes of this story, I'm going to just call him Billy. Now, Billy was a white dude, man, looked like he could have been one of the Hanson brothers, but we'll get to that a little later, right? So yeah, so when my brother tell me that, yeah, this girl that he was messing with, her boyfriend had shot the house up. I guess he was bragging, hanging out at somebody's house. Somebody overheard him and told my brother. So I was kind of relieved, but mad at the same time, because I was relieved because, that it didn't have anything to do with me. My brother had always asked me, not to sell drugs out of the house. Actually, our house ended up getting raided one time. I may give y'all that story. He ended up going to jail, all that type of stuff. So, I tried not to sell no drugs up out of the house, but sometimes, they come over there late at night trying to spend $300-400. It was hard to turn that down. You know what I'm saying? I had to get that. I, serve them, say, hey, man, don't come back over here no more, man, because a lot of them did have my beeper number. But anyway, so yeah, come to find out, it was a dude, like I said, we gonna call him Billy, who had shot my house up, right? Young dude, maybe 18, 19 years old. So maybe about a week later, my brother all of a sudden, he pages me, tells me that the dudes who shot the house up, he know exactly where they are. They was over there on the north side. I forget what street it was, in some apartments or whatever, like a 2-story apartment. So anyway, we go over there, we go up the stairs, we knock on the door, we stand off to the side. I think they in there having like a little party or whatever. Maybe one of them girls that my brother was out there messing with had called him and told him. So they seem like they're a little hesitant to open the door. Once they finally opened the door, I pushed it up in there, jumped up in there. You know, I'm looking like, hey man, where Billy at? Where Billy? Where Billy? Now, unbeknownst to me at that time, Billy had obviously looked out the peephole and he seen us out there and he didn't want the door open. Somebody opened the door. So when they opened the door, you know how when the door opens, it comes back. He's hiding in between that space between the door and the wall. So, you know, I'm aggressive. I'm looking for Billy. Now, all of a sudden, a dude, and I can't remember if he was Indian or he was Mexican, Hispanic. He was about 5'7", 5'8", 175 pounds, maybe 180, kind of fat. His name was Chris Arizosa. I don't know if he was Hispanic or if he was Indian, but yeah, his name definitely was Chris. So I'm saying, hey man, you know, where Billy at? He's like, oh, why? What's up, man? Why? What's up? Now he's starting to get a little aggressive. I'm like, man, Billy, he shot my house up. Billy shot my house up. He's like, oh, well, that's my friend, man. That's my friend. So I'm, you know, move him out the way. Now, like I say, at this time, I'm like about 5'9", 140 pounds. This dude is maybe 5'8", 170, 175 pounds, tiny bit shorter than me, but kind of fat, you know, about my age, maybe a little younger, maybe a little older, but our ages are in close proximity. But he's like, oh no, that's my friend. So I'm steady telling him, man, I done told him 3-4 times, hey, listen, man, this ain't got nothing to do with you. I don't got a problem with you. This dude shot my house up. My homegirl was up in there and he could have killed her or whatever. So I'm trying to really put the pause on this dude, you know. And like I say, my brother was a square. He wasn't really involved and, you know, fighting really wasn't his thing. So I definitely wanted to make sure I could get this dude and, you know, beep, 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 put them lefts and rights on him real proper, like, you know. But now this dude, Chris, is steady in my face. He won't get out. He's blocking me. So, because now when I realize by this time when me and Chris are talking, my brother over there got him behind the door. They tussling over there. But like I say, my brother, he's really, you know, he's really not, you know, that wasn't necessarily his thing. And then at some point, Billy took off running and ran outside, went out the back door. But now, so while I'm telling this dude, Chris, man, to get out my face, I'm getting more irritated and more irritated, you know. And he's like trying to protect the dude. I tell him, hey man, move, you know, all of a sudden, bing, boom, I put the 2-piece on him, knocked him down.
Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier!
He jump up, he's woozy. He's like, oh man, why'd you do that, man? I said, hey, I told you to get out of my face, man. He's like, oh man, no, why'd you do that, man? Why'd you do that? Now we gonna have to fight. I'm telling man, just go on, you know, I'm pushing him, telling you better go on, man. But now, as time is the more time that's going on, and it seems like his head is clearing up, he's getting more aggressive, like, no, come on, we're gonna have to fight. You hit me, man, we're gonna have to fight. So now I tell him, okay, well, let's go outside, you know. So we go outside. Now it's probably it's late, you know, 10, 11 o'clock, you know. So we outside in the street, you know, we out there squabbing. You know, I really can't see that good, but we out there, you know. I get off a punch or two, you know. All of a sudden he's swinging, boom, hit me with a real good one on the side of my face. Actually made me see stars. You know, now I'm outside, I'm up under the street light, and you know, I'm seeing stars. So now I back up, I'm thinking to myself like, woo, that was a good one. He don't know it. If he had followed that one up, he might have put me on my back pockets or whatever. So now I'm like going towards him, but I'm being cautious because it's at night. You know, I wear these glasses, I can't see. Just so happened the police hit the corner. When the police hit the corner, we leave, you know what I'm saying? So the very next day, I'm at a park by the name of South Park, where we used to go ball and play basketball and stuff like that. Nice day outside, you know, all of a sudden I look up, his truck pull up, the dude Chris. He used to have this like truck that set up high, like a 4x4 on some big tires or whatever. It was light colored if I can remember. So now he get out. He's coming across the grass. You know, we at the basketball court. What's up? What's up now, Chill? What's up now? I'm like, yeah, what's up? So he basically wanted to fight. I'm like, so come on over here. So now we on the basketball court. Now I remember it was a bunch of people out there. I remember it was a girl by the name of Nisha. She was out there. It was this Indian dude by the name of Melvin Weasel Boy. Melvin Weasel Boy was like a 3-4-time Golden Gloves. At this time, I was doing a little boxing at a gym out there. That's how I became acquainted with him. It was a dude by the name of George Renee. Either it was he was there or his brother was there. Both of them was a little bit younger than me. George had a father by the name of Dale. Dale was real cool with my uncle who was who had went out there and stuff. So also I believe it was a dude by the name of David Romero, Mexican dude I was real cool with, used to play basketball. It was a bunch of people out there that day, you know, and this is probably like 1991, 92 somewhere. So of course I can't remember everybody that was out there, but it was a bunch of people out there. My cousin Derek also happened to be out there too. And so yeah, we go to squabbing. Now he, like I say, he's short, kind of fat. He just ducking his head, coming in, swinging these wild haymakers. And every time he do, I step back, I tag him. Boom, boom, I tag him. Bing, bing. So now, after about the third or fourth time that he do it, I say to myself, damn, you know, I can knock this dude out, because he's just putting his head down and just swinging these wild punches. So after he do that a time or two, he come in and bam, sure enough, I hit him right in the jaw, knock him down. Now, when he go down, I run over there, I try to play Pele on his head. I kick him right in the head. Bam, you know, like I said, I never was above, man, kicking the dude in his face or whatever. And also keep in mind, this dude is protecting somebody who had shot my house up and my homegirl could have got killed. So I had no problem kicking this dude, you know what I'm saying? Because he put himself in something that really didn't involve him. So after I kick him 2 or 3 times, I kick him hard too. I go to kick him a third time. My cousin Derek, he come grab me in mid kick and pull me back. My foot is still going in motion. I kick the ground and stub my toe and mess my foot up. But now by this time, this dude is all bloody. I'm saying he had took his shirt off. You know, he got blood running all down his face. And he like, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. I said, man, no, go wash some of that blood off, man. You got blood running all down your face, all down your stomach. It's all over the place, man. So I believe the dude, Melvin Weasel boy, told him, no, that's enough. You know, that's enough, man. That's enough. Walked him over there to the water fountain to wash all that blood up off him. So maybe about 2 or 3 days later, I'm at my girlfriend's house. She stays right up the street. She stayed on State Street, right up the street from a little Quick Mart. I walked down to the Quick Mart to go get something to drink or whatever. On my way back, I see Chris again. Chris, now this time he in his truck. He just riding real slow. He don't say nothing. I'm looking at him like, what's up? He just look at me, you know, ride real slow, look at me and keep on going. And to my recollection, that was the last time I seen him. I never did get a chance to get my hands on Billy, the dude who looked like he could have been a member of Hanson. Later on, I heard maybe a couple years later, I heard he ended up going to the Montana State Penitentiary, which is known as Deer Lodge, you know. But yeah, I never did get a chance to run across him again, man. But anyway, man, you already know what it is. It's your boy 16 to life. Resume normal program.
Them crackers let me out the gate, now the pressure's on. We about to get this shit straight like a pressing cone. The wrong cat to get aggressive on. I bring the bitch up out of niggas while you think they got them dresses on. My reach long and that's the best type. To have some dirty white boys come and smoke you like a meth pipe. And leave your chest bright red like a fire truck. Kicking your mom's door at night, nigga, and tie her up. I'm wild as fuck and I'm respected by the new youth. I put this pistol in their ear like a Bluetooth. I blow their brains on their new coupe. And have red everywhere just like a function full of soup whoops. Tell your troops I deal with beef like a butcher. My 4-5 pump more guys than Ashton Kutcher. Line pusher, quick to bury your clown. Nigga, I stayed in the park like the merry-go-round. Get it?
That game greasy, bitch, that game need me.
Oh, you niggas don't know my name.
That game greasy, bitch, that game need me.
I'm out here doing my thing.
That game greasy, bitch, that game need me.
I swear and I
That game greasy, bitch, that game